Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club. Going to take up the FLIGHTLINE OV-10 Bronco. Oh, not a good way to handle this plane. And she's kind of heavy. I got two 4500 4S's side by side in her. I'll show you after the flight where I've got them. Right, left, up, down, right, left. High rates for me are 100% throws over 30% expo all the way around. Okay. Left, right, left, up, down, left. Gotten kind of windy. So really don't need takeoff flaps. This is a easy flying plane. That is for sure. Let's get turned around here. I do have the ESCs properly calibrated. Some people were saying no. I noticed one stops before the other one, but no, they're fine. They are calibrated together. All right, I haven't flown with the Ordnance. I have flown with it before, but I like the way she flies better without it. So. Running an AR631 receiver in her, Spectrum safe receiver. And that AS3X is working overtime right now because it's gotten windy. This is one cool flying plane. That is for sure.
Gear down, landing flaps. Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right. Wow. Well, that wind caught me there at the last. Luckily, I was able to pull up out of that and didn't do a stall crash. That'd been bad. Wind has changed its direction now, so almost cross runway. But that just means we're gonna do grass hops. All right. Maybe not. Hold on. And try that again. I'll put some takeoff. I didn't have any flaps in there. Love them lights. I'm also running probably the heaviest batteries. That does make a huge difference when you're trying to take off in grass. You need to have the lightest batteries that the plane can handle. All right, I'm gonna do takeoff flaps.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
There we go.
Flaps up, gear up. Landing flaps, gear down.
All right, gonna land the grass this time. Proof that she is grass capable.
Flaps up.
All right. I'm gonna take her up again, then we're gonna come right down the runway at us. All right, here we go.
Gear up.
All right. That's full speed into the wind.
Gear down.
All right. Gonna be in the grass, that's okay. So we got 1 minute and 13 seconds. She's getting light.
Time remaining 1 minute. Take off flaps. Flaps up.
And there we go. Kept her on her runway. I think we got enough for one more. One more. Y'all know me, I'm Mr. One More Time. Here we go. There's my timer complaining to me. Kept her on a runway.
3, 2, 1. Time expired.
All right. That's a good flying plane right there, folks. And what do you want to hear before you ever touch a model?
Motor off.
Motor off, that's right. Because you feel pretty stupid if you lopped off your finger or your hand with your own toy. Now, you know, I always say, you know, there's always great, oh, this plane's great, this plane's wonderful, boy, this plane's the best thing ever. Lots of times they are good planes. This plane, to me, it is a well-scaled powered plane, okay? She flies scale. She is not a rocket ship. She is not super fast, okay? So if you're looking for speed, then that would be a negative for you. A lot of people bought this and they've already started upgrading the motors to make her go faster. Well, to me, this plane was not meant for this. This is meant to be a scale, strafing run type plane, which is what it's designed for in real life. And drop bombs and light support aircraft. This is like a A-10 with props, okay? As James at Motion RC. The other drawback is, he likes to call it that. The hatch mechanism, make sure that it's in there pretty good. Make sure the channel that little piston goes in is nice and cleaned out, because I made sure it was closed and good before I took off, and in the landing, the vibration, it had already worked its way loose and the canopy was up just a little bit. If I would have had some really strong crosswind, I would have lost my canopy. But I didn't. Now, to show you, because I got 2 batteries, so I have to take them out in order to show you how much is left on them. But in the battery bay, which is huge, cavernous, I've got 2 4500 4S's, okay? Side by side up on their higher end, right next to each other, not sitting flat, but sitting on their side by side. This takes 2 large 4S's to fly. Probably the biggest that you can get in here is the 4500. Now, you could get an adapter and get like maybe a 7,000 4S, a really big honking battery, and put that in there flat and run the whole thing off of it, but that's not what it's designed for. There are CG markings underneath the wing, but I've already taken the canopy off, but that's pretty much where you're going to put those batteries. I mean, there's really no other place to put them. So CG is going to have to be right from the get-go because you got no place else to put them. And the only time that I ever suggest putting in weights on a plane is when the plane is still out of balance and you have no other room, nowhere else to move the battery to. Now, these batteries are still quite cool, so I'm thinking I've got a lot of life left. I flew for a full 1 second shy of a 5-minute timer. This battery has 74%. This one's got 75%. So if you put 5-minute timer, if you put 4500s side by side in this bad boy, you can fly for 10 minutes easy and come back probably at 30%. So very efficient on the battery life. She's got lights all over. She does have a pitot tube, or a refueling tube. It's supposed to come out the front, but for me that's just something for it to trip over on or pole vault on, so I leave it off. I just have it on there for display whenever I display the model. But this plane is so scale and so beautiful. I mean, it really is worthy of it as being a display model. She's great with the ordnance, but I wouldn't try taking her off with the ordnance in the grass like this because they drag so low, you'd be ripping them off. And it's just added drag, and why put the strain on it? Now, if you're taking off on geotech or a paved runway, sure, of course, use them then. My rates, 100% throws over 30% expo, and my flap settings, were of course negative 100% for flaps up with 0% or elevator mix. Now that's by the book. My takeoff were negative 50% on Spectrum with a 10% down mix, and then my landing were 50% positive with a 25% down mix. So that's negative 100, negative 50, and then positive 50 for flaps. So well, anyways, there you go. She's got guns, she's got light, she's got attitude, she's got it all. So let's pick her up, and I know I don't have the battery there for the lights, but just get a look at how beautiful that plane is. Folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then OV-10 Broncos. Bye-bye.